next is there divisibility rule of 6. Okay, according to this rule, if a particular number is divisible by 2 and 3, then the particular number is divisible by 6 also. How is it? Let's take a look. So first example is here. Suppose if we taken 512. Okay, this is the particular number which is given to you, and you have to verify that this number is divisible by 6 or not. So first we have to find out this number is divisible by 2 or 3. Okay, so here at the unit place 2 digit is there. Then according to the divisibility rule of 2, we can say that this number is divisible by 2. Okay, why? Because unit place contains 2 digits and this is the even number, so that it is divisible by 2. So this number is divisible by 2. Why? Because it contains 2 at the unit place. So now we have to verify for 3. Okay, so let's take sum of all digits. 5 plus 1 plus 2. Why? Because according to the divisibility rule of 3, we have to take sum of all digits, and if the sum of all digits is a multiple of 3, then the given number is divisible by 3. Okay, then 5 plus 1 is equal to 6 and 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. So 8 is not multiple of 3, means 8 is not divisible by 3. Hence, the given number 512 is not divisible by 6, because the given number is not divisible by 3. We have to verify this. We have to satisfy all these two conditions. Then this number is divisible by 6. But here second condition is not satisfied. That's why the given particular number is not divisible by 6. Okay, let's take next example here. Suppose if we taken 606. Okay, so this example is here. Now verify for divisible by 2. Okay, here at the unit place 6 is there. So this is even number, and so that this is divisible by 2. Okay, this number is divisible by 2. Now verify for 3. Take addition of all digits. 6 plus 0 plus 6 is equal to 12. Okay, which is multiple of 3, and this 12 is divisible by 3. This 12 is divisible by 3, and hence this 606 is divisible by 3, and so that we can say this 606 is divisible by 3. This 606 is divisible by 6. So in this way, if the given particular number is divisible by 2 and 3, then only the given number is divisible by 6. Here 512 is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. So that 512 not divisible by 6. But in second example, 606, both the digit, means this digit having the sum 12, which is divisible by 3, and which is multiple of 3. Hence 606 is divisible by 2 and 3, and hence 606 is divisible by 6 also. Okay, so let's take next rule. Let's take example. According to the divisibility rule of 7, what we have to do? Suppose I have taken one example here, 133. Okay, we have to verify divisibility rule of 7 for 133. We need to find out that this number is completely divisible by 7 or not. Okay, so according to the rule, we have to take the last digit, which is 3. Now make double of this digit, which is equal to 6. Okay, last digit, for last digit we have to make double of it. Okay, so which is 6, which is equal to 6. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract this number from remaining 2 digits. Okay, here 13 is there and this number is 6. So subtract 6 from this number. So what will get? 13 minus 6 is equal to 7. Okay, and 7 is divisible by 7. So that we can say the given number is divisible by 7. Okay, so this 7 is a multiple of 7, and so that we can say that this number 133 is divisible by 7. Okay. Now let's take a next example. Second one, 567. Okay, 567. This is the example. Now what we have to do? We have to take last digit and multiply it by 2. Okay, 7 into 2, it makes double of this digit, that is equal to 14. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract this 14 from this number 56. Okay, so subtract this number 56 minus 14. What will get? 6 minus 4, 2, and 5 minus 1, 4. So 42 is there. Okay, and we know that 42 is divisible by 7. 7 6 are 42. So that divisible by 7. So that we can say this number, the given whole number, this number 567 is divisible by 7. So in this way we can verify for a divisibility rule of 7 for each and every number which is given to you. Okay. Now let's take next rule, divisibility rule of 8. In this rule what we have to do? We have to take last 3 digits. Okay. And you know that this rule is applicable for 4 or more digit number. Okay. Not less than 4 digit number. Okay. So we will take 4 digit number 9248. Now what we have to do? We have to take last 3 digit here and we have to check that this number is divisible by 8 or not. Okay, let's verify it. 248 is divided by 8. Okay, so 8 3s are 24 and what will come? 0 0 and 8 is there. 8 1s are 8. Means complete division is possible here. This 248 is divisible by 8. 248 is divisible by 8, hence the given number 9248 is divisible by 8. Okay, so in this way we can say that 9248 is divisible by 8. Now let's take next example. 94,256. Okay, so in this example last 3 digits are 256. Now what we have to do? We have to do the same procedure whatever we did in first example. So last 3 digits are 256. We have to verify that this number 256 is completely divisible by 8 or not. So 8 3s are 24. Okay, so 24, 5 minus 4 is equal to 1, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, 16, 6 take downside. Now 8 2s are 16, so what will get? 0 as a remainder, means complete division is possible here. So that this number is divisible by 8. This 256 is divisible by 8. So that we can say 94,256 is divisible by 8. We don't have to do whole division here. We have to do the division of only last 3 digits with 8. Okay, and we will get the answer. This number is divisible by 8. Okay, in this way we have to verify this number for the divisibility rule of 8. According to the divisibility rule of 9, we can say that a particular number which is given to you, if the sum of all digits is equal to the multiple of 9, then the given number is divisible by 9. Let's take it. Suppose a number is given to you 2517. Okay, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take the addition of all digits. 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 7. That is equal to 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And 8 plus 7 is equal to 15. But 15 is not divisible by 9. Okay, 15 is not divisible by 9. So that the given number is not divisible by 9. Okay, divisible by 9. So this number 2517 not divisible by 9. How is it? Let's let's take for it. Let's take this number 2517 here and divide it by 9. 9 to the 18, okay, and 9 3 is 27. So we have to take 2 here and subtract 18 from this. 15 minus 8, that is equal to 7, 0. Let's take another number 71. 9 8 is 72. 9 7 is 63. We have to subtract 63 from 71. Then what we will get? We will get 7. Okay. So let's take another number 77. And 9 8 is 72. So what will remain? 5. Okay. 5 is the remainder. Means complete division is not possible. So our answer is correct. 2517 not divisible by 9. Okay. So in this way we can easily find out that 2517, a given number, is divisible by 9 or not. Okay. So this is the benefit of this divisibility rule. Okay. We don't need to do more division here. Okay. Let's take another example here. 6930. Now we have to verify that this number is divisible by 9 or not. Okay. So let's add all the digits from this number. 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 0. So 6 plus 9 is equal to 15 and 15 plus 3 is equal to 18. 18 plus 0 is equal to 18. So 18 is a multiple of 9. So 18 is divisible by 9. So that the given number is divisible by 9. Okay. So that 6930 is divisible by 9. So in this way we can check for each number which is divisible by 9 or not. Okay. So these are the rules by which we can easily understand that without taking normal division method, we can easily understood that given number is divisible by a particular number or not. Okay. Now next is there divisibility rule of 10 and divisibility rule of 11. Okay. One by one we will take examples on it. Okay. So according to the divisibility rule of 10, if any number possesses 0 at their unit place, ones place, then the given number is completely divisible by 10. Okay. This is the rule for 10. Means all the numbers which possess 0 at their unit place are divisible by 10. So it is very simple. So we can take example like this. 520. Here unit place contains 0, so that it is divisible by 10. Okay. Divisible by 10. Second example, suppose 917 is there. If this number possesses 7 at their unit place, so it's not divisible by 10. Okay, means complete division is not possible here. Okay. Again, let's take third one. 560. Here unit place contains 0 is there. That's why it is divisible by 10. Okay, next, fourth one. Suppose 15,000 is there. This number possesses 0 at their unit place, so that this number is divisible by 10. Okay. Now next is there. Suppose if any number 16,270, this number possesses 0 at their unit place, then this number is divisible by 10. So in this way you can take any number which has 0 at their unit place, then such kind of number are divisible by 10, and the number which have other than 0 digit at their unit place, then such kind of number are not completely divisible by 10. Okay. Now let's take a look for divisibility rule of 11. In this rule, this is little bit complicated but easy to understand if we take examples on it. Okay. Suppose I have taken any number 927. Okay. This number is there. So if you want to verify that this number is divisible by 11 or not, so what we have to do? We have to find out odd places and even places in this number. Okay. So how many digits are there? There are 3 digits, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Means this number have 2 odd places and 1 even place. Okay. This is even place and these 2 are odd places, 1 and 3rd. These are odd places and second one is a even place. So what we have to do? we have to take addition of odd places and even places digit. Okay, so this odd places digit have sum 9 plus 7, that is equal to 16. Okay, and this even place digit has sum, means which is a single one, that's why 2 is there, so 2. Okay, what we have to do next, we have to subtract this even place from the odd place, means we have to subtract this 2 from 16. So what will get 14? But this 14 is not a multiple of 11, means this 14 is not divisible by 11. We cannot divide this 14 completely by 11. So that this given number 927 is not divisible by 11. Let's take another example here.
If you have any doubt about this example, then mention it in comment. Verify the example given.